AI is completely changing the way you and I work in today's day and age. Businesses are making a lot of money, especially in the AI space, and you don't need to be tech savvy. So I'm going to explain exactly what you need to be doing in making sure you take advantage of the AI boom, and there is an area in specific I want to talk to you guys about. Now, this video alone could be one of the most important videos that you watch, so trust me, go through this slowly and make sure you take everything in. Now, 30% of US and 30% of UK people at the lowest, experts believe, will get made redundant by 2029. And if I'm honest, I'm in the recruitment space. I've been in recruitment for the last 12 to 13 years. There are people that believe the UK and the US, 30% of white-collar jobs will at least get made redundant. I believe it's going to be as high as 50, 60%. And by the way, I am in the AI space. I have my own product. I have my own solutions. We supply solutions to recruitment companies. And so I have an understanding not only from the recruitment side, but an AI development side as well. So if the lowest amount is going to be 30%, that means 30% of people will be out of a job. Does this therefore mean that everyone's going to be crying, the world's going to go crazy, and no one's going to make money? Well, no. Not unless you watch this video and take everything in. Because what that does mean is businesses are looking for solutions, right? And they're looking for AI solutions. Because actually, what is going to replace these 30% of people? It's AI. AI is going to replace 30% of white-collar jobs in, it could be government offices, it could be companies, generically speaking. 30% of people will get replaced at the lowest. And I believe it's going to be much higher, which means, by the way, that companies are looking for solutions when it comes to the AI space. What sort of solutions? I will explain. And so anything that can be replaced will get replaced. Things like admin will get replaced. Sales roles will get replaced. And obviously, it will be lead generation sort of candidates in the beginning. But with time, I actually expect really, really good salespeople to get replaced also, right? Customer service. Also, you have to think deeper, because actually things to do with payroll, things to do with accounting will get replaced. And actually, there are other things like, even lawyers, the terrible ones, will get replaced. Things like, AI at a point will be able to help you when it comes to your medical reports and things like that. So there's a lot of roles that AI can replace. Now, this is me just giving you some examples. And trust me when I say there's so much more than this. And I don't even want to get into it because people will probably start getting worried. But you have to ask yourself, who actually wants people replaced by AI? Now, I'm going to tell you something interesting. As someone who's been in recruitment for the last 13 years, you think that businesses don't like employing people from other countries who are maybe immigrants and maybe are not British citizens. But as someone who's been in the recruitment industry for 13 years, the people that businesses do like to hire are people from abroad who have a good mindset, want to work hard, don't have an issue doing overtime, won't really complain, will do the work that is expected of them. I mean, to a business owner, he needs the work done. He's looking to make money. He doesn't care about, is the person going to feel nice and et cetera, et cetera. That doesn't really matter. And so who is going to replace people with AI? It's the business owners. Business owners want to save money. If you do, for example, redundancies, let's say redundancies, right? Why do redundancies happen? It happens when you're doing things like cost saving, right? As soon as you do cost saving, you're looking to let people go. COVID, what happened? People got let go because businesses wanted to cut costs. Whereas the one place you cut costs, it's always going to be in redundancies. And so if an average employee costs, let's say, £2,500, and that isn't the average, it's probably like £3,000 or £4,000, and you can replace that person for, let's say, £1,000, but not only that, that £1,000 is doing like 4 people's work, because that's actually what's happening. That one AI agent or one AI system doesn't do the work of one person, it actually does the work of 4 people. And by the way, I spoke to the VP of one of the biggest recruitment companies in the world. This person and this company employs, I would say, upwards of 10,000 people, right? And he asked me the question, and he said, Musab, okay, fine. He didn't say in an Arabic accent because he's not Arabic, right? But he said to me, where do you see AI going and how do you see this progressing? And I said, well, let me be honest with you. And I'm not honest with many people because they can't actually swallow what I'm about to say. I said to him that if you've got 100 employees, for every 100 employees, you're going to have 3 or 4 employees. They will do the same amount of work as the 100 people. But guess what? The business owner, the senior management will still be humans and people, because you want people to buy from people. And so you will be business owners for a long, long time, but your employees will slowly get replaced by AI agents. Now, that's not going to be 100%, but that will be 30%. Now, please listen to me. This is important. You need to take everything in. Now, this comes to the why, because in essence, you're cost saving, you are also getting more work done, and so you're doing more work. And I need you to understand this. The AI doesn't forget, okay? No mistakes. And this is crucial, because guess what? People make mistakes. People forget. I mean, you tell me to do 5 tasks, I'm doing 3. And that's if I'm amazing. AI doesn't forget. It's like saying you need someone to check AI. You know how silly that sounds? At the moment, it might make a bit of sense, but with time, that's like saying you need someone to check a calculator to see if the calculator is right or wrong. AI doesn't make mistakes. So you have to understand this. Not only are you saving money, you're getting more work done, it's not going to forget, and it's not going to make any mistakes. Now think about this. £10,000 is what 4 employees will cost. And instead of 4 employees for £10,000, you're now going to offer an AI solution for £1,000. And by the way, I'm not just going to say offer an AI solution. How do you get an AI solution? How do you get a product? How do you get it made? Actually, what's the right way to go about it? And which area and which space do you need to focus on? I'm going to go through that. Make sure, write things down, notes, all of that stuff. And trust me, this video is important. Now, many of you guys watching know me as the recruitment guy. And the questions will be getting asked, well, it's only people getting made redundant. AI is replacing people. That means recruitment's dead. That's not true. And so a good business owner makes pivots, understands that change is coming, and makes change before the change is even here, so you're able to make a lot of money. And what I'm about to explain now can make you a lot of money, because it is just the start of the AI boom. And I need you guys to enter right now. This is exactly what I'm doing right now. And things that I do right now, I tell you about them, I bring you in, I do them, I make a lot of money. You guys will act slowly sometimes, and then you will realize 2-3 years later, someone will say the same thing. Someone will start talking about the same thing, and you'll be like, oh, we're going to do that. It's too late now, right? The AI boom is right now, and this space in particular, because what is going to happen in recruitment is there will be, I don't want to draw a person, right? So I'm going to say, let's say this is a human, okay? This is a human, this is a human, this is a human, right? Let's do more humans. These are all humans. Then you're going to have one AI agent. And so you're going to take away 3, and now you've got 1 AI agent and 4 humans. And slowly, what you're going to have is more AI agents, and you're going to have this, right? This is going to happen. But who is going to do this? Because who's going to make this change? Actually, it should be you. It should be the guys that are doing recruitment. That's actually what it is. Because the new version of recruitment that will develop with time, and you should be the ones doing this, right? I'm going to explain how you're going to get an AI agent made without tech, etc., etc. Don't worry about that. Let me go through that. But understand this one concept, because as a recruitment company owner, you supply people, okay? Your people are products. That's how a recruitment company owner always talks about candidates. And I'm sorry if this sounds a little bit crazy, but we speak about our candidates as products, right? We have a good product, and you would have heard me talk about candidates as products before. And so what will happen is you will have humans getting lowered, less humans, more AI agents. Who should be replacing the people with AI agents? Actually, it's you. AI solution, it's you. Because guess who actually wants this done? The HR manager, the director, the managing director. They want to lower the cost of employees and increase the cost of AI. Now, this is the most beautiful part. This is where the real money comes in. And I need you to understand this. You right now are here. We are here where 99% of employees have not been replaced by AI. That's the factual reality. However, by 2029, 70% of people will still be in a job, and 30% or 29 or 30% will get replaced, which means currently you have a huge opportunity to enter the market right now, offer AI solutions and AI agents, and offer an understanding of how AI works, and therefore make a crazy amount of money. This is crucial now. Remember, you have to understand that between these parts, there's 29%, which is huge, which is millions and millions and millions of people that will need to get replaced. And after 2029, this is not going to slow down. That's not the pinnacle point. It's going to keep growing. This currently is like oil. It's like oil has just been found, and you guys need to take advantage of these exact same thing that I'm talking to you about. Recruitment is about to go through the roof as long as you understand one thing. When people will get replaced and AI agents will get introduced, who is going to do that? Because it should be you guys. It should be the consultancy. Don't call yourself, the recruitment company owner that supplies humans. The recruitment company that supplies AI to replace people when you need that service. You guys have to understand that currently we're at a point where companies are interested. And so there will be a point where here, 2029, in fact, I would say, 26 to 27, it's going to be a need. It's going to be a requirement, because if a business is bringing AI agents in and therefore the productivity levels is 300% more than another company, it becomes a need. I am here already supplying this stuff to companies, and companies are super interested. For every 5 companies I speak to, 1 or 2 say yes. They want to see the product, they want to see the service, they want to see how you can increase productivity, lower the price, and how AI is going to change the world. Now understand this. When you say to a company, the internet came out in, let's say, 2000. I don't know exactly when it was. I think it was around then, right? The internet came in 2000, and a lot of people at that point said, it won't happen. A lot of people said, like, if you guys remember Blockbuster, not that I ever used them, they died. They finished, right? Because Netflix came out, and so many companies died because they didn't evolve with the internet. And so company owners are already worried that actually is AI now, if we don't keep up, are we going to lose out? And so is AI going to replace a lot? And it's just a factual reality. This is currently where we are. Now, many of you will be thinking, how can I get AI products made? How can I bring in AI services? How do I even do something like that? Because I don't know anything. But let me tell you this. You might not know anything, but today watching this video, you're understanding so much more than the average business owner, because they don't know anything. They have no Scooby-Doo what AI can actually do. And so watching this video, you have taken a step towards understanding what the future holds. This is the future. So AI is not like apps back in the days or even websites. You can actually get products made quite cheaply and quite, as long as you know the right people or you have a good understanding of how things work, you can get things made. It's not that difficult. Now, the point is this. If the cost is very low, how much are you going to charge businesses? How much money are you going to make? Crucial part, by the way. Well, cost is very low, but also you have information, which, by the way, most business owners will not have. On top of that, you're going to give them, you're going to integrate it within their business. By the way, I'm not tech savvy at all. And trust me when I say I've started to understand how AI is being integrated into businesses and how businesses will need AI agents, AI products, AI solutions, right? And so actually you can get these made from, I would say, South Asia is fantastic. And so in that you could say PAC and India. I probably, either or, it doesn't matter. And so you can get that down. The point is this. When you are giving solutions to companies, how much are you going to charge? How much are you going to make? Let's go through that now. Now, bearing in mind, this is crucial, because what I am in essence saying, for those people who have started their recruitment companies, and obviously, those of you that are members of our program, Recruitment, I am going to be updating you on the AI side as well and explaining how you can now start providing AI solutions, AI systems, having discussions about that agents, because the people you're speaking to will eventually want people replaced by AI. And you're perfectly placed to do that. So that's going to be all part of our program. By the way, if this is something you want to learn in how you can start your own recruitment company, make a ton of money there, and then slowly start pivoting into bringing AI solutions in, and then you're providing humans as well as AI solutions, that is the magic, basically. I'm doing that already. And so the point is this. When you start supplying humans as well as AI, you're making double the money. This market is about to go crazy. The change is going to happen, and I want you to take advantage of it. Leave your details in the description below, by the way. Fill in an application. We're not taking all applications in. We actually do a limited amount of people that can actually sign up to our program. As long as you're good, we'll take you on. Otherwise, unfortunately, we won't, because we want to be very particular with this. This isn't something where I want a lot of people. We want to be quite focused with the people that we bring in. And so let's say you continue doing the recruitment side, which obviously I have explained many a times. Let's say it's 50K per year. Now, on that, you're going to charge 15%. Okay, and so therefore, you're going to make £7,500. This is when you're supplying humans. Okay. Right now, for the next 2-3 years, you can supply crazy amounts of money because companies don't know how AI works, how much it costs to make AI. They don't understand anything. I'll say this. When you are now providing an AI solution, what you're going to say is, depending on the solution, you could charge anywhere from 10K upwards to 50K. It doesn't actually matter. And in fact, even more than that, right? Now, the cost of these would probably be, I'm going to say £2,000 to £5,000, depending again what it is, how it is, etc., etc. But the cost is quite high, quite low. And so your margins are very, very high. On top of that, you're going to say, you know what? I'm going to make it, I'm going to integrate it, I'm going to do all of that stuff. But AI is moving very fast. And so I want to make sure that I keep your systems updated. And so you're now going to charge £2,000 for example, as, maintenance, okay? I'll just write maintenance. And so you're going to do maintenance of £2,000 every single month. Now, that might not sound like a lot of money. Companies are going to die, as in they're going to be screaming for these products and saying, please, like, we need this stuff. And who's the best place for it? Well, it's going to be you. And so you have to understand that this right now is the future. Recruitment is going to continue booming because there's tons of markets where AI can't replace humans. But there is a market where AI is going to replace humans. And I want you guys to be the market leaders in that and take advantage. Companies understand that it's not the leaders, 60, 70, 80-year-old company owners that are going to help integrate AI solutions. They understand it's going to be the 25, 30, 35, the younger generation. They understand AI, they understand integration, they understand tech. Any of this, you don't need to know tech yourself. You need to be business-minded. We explain all of that, obviously. Leave your details below. But the point is this. As long as you can get the right developers, right team, all of that, and I'm going to help actually get those things in place for you guys. That's actually for our members, obviously. But the point is that if you can have a good team who can just make these products for you, it will not cost you a lot of money. It's so cheap to get this stuff made. You can then take that information to businesses, charge them upfront money of 10, 15, 20,000 pounds, plus then 2,000, 3,000 pounds maintenance every single month, charge 10, 15, 20 businesses. You're making crazy amounts of money, and 10, 15, 20 businesses is nothing in an area where this is like oil out of the ground. Hopefully this video has been of benefit. Subscribe to the channel if you like these videos, and I'll be back for more, inshallah.